What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So I used to not like driving with my phone mounted anywhere on the dash for a couple of different reasons. I didn't think it had that minimalistic look. I didn't like to clutter my dashboard, and also when the sun hits it, it would make my phone get really hot. But now I think it's a lot safer for my phone to be mounted somewhere on the dash than instead of me holding the phone and possibly getting a ticket for texting or doing something else on my phone. So I actually got sent two different phone mounting kits for the Tesla Model 3 and Tesla Model Y. So in this video, we're actually going to do an unboxing of both of the kits, try and do an install on both of them, and then also review them to see which one makes more sense for your Tesla Model 3 or Tesla Model Y. I'll paste a link to both of these phone mount accessories down below in the description so you can check them out and order them for yourself. Let's get to unboxing these and installing these and then seeing how they actually function. Let's get into the video. Thanks for watching another video, guys. If you're new here, my name is Dennis. I have a Tesla Model 3 and I make videos about my experience. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. So this first one is from Topfit and this other one is from Tamai. I'm actually really interested in the Tamai version one more because it has a more kind of low-key minimalistic docking system where it's actually off to the left of your dashboard. This one you can see actually attaches to the Tesla Model 3 infotainment screen, which I actually I don't think I like this version as much. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox and install this one first. You can see the packaging is a lot bigger because I guess this one requires more setup than the other one that goes to the left of the screen. So, and also this one is double the price. This one, I believe, is $40 and this one is only $20. And you can see it just requires a lot more pieces to install. This one looks like it has some sort of holder in the back. This is the holder for the phone. Looks like there's some pieces here to attach to something. There is a charge cable and a cigarette lighter so that you can keep your phone charged, which is actually pretty nice. And a screen cleaning rag, which is actually really nice as well. So let's just make sure we have everything we need to install. Okay, so that's actually really cool. I can have this phone mounted on the right side of the screen or on the left side of the screen, which is really nice. So maybe I can install on the right side so that my girlfriend can use it when we're driving and she doesn't have to hold the phone. But it also doesn't look like this is big enough for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Okay, so it looks like it is big enough for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I also have the Galaxy Note Ultra. It looks like it is also big enough for this as well. So that's good. So let's put these phones aside and then we'll try and install this. But before we do that, let's unbox this other one, which looks like there's less pieces to this. And this one is made by Tamai. There's a phone holder here that I believe is spring-loaded. There is the back of it that goes into there. And then this must be the piece that attaches to the dashboard. Very minimalistic. Couple pieces for this one. Doesn't look like it's not too complicated to install this one, but let's go and install this other complicated one first before we get to this one. Okay, so I completely missed this in the packaging, but this is what goes onto the screen so that your phone holder stays attached to the Topfit one, the bigger one that goes into the middle of the screen. Okay, yeah, it looks to be pretty simple. I guess let me turn off my display screen just in case it starts to mess with it. So it looks like this goes onto the back of the screen right here. Okay, it looks like it either snaps on, okay, it slides on, which I don't know if I like that, but at least it's a tight fit-ish. And then one of these knobs go to the back here. They hook on. I feel like I'm scratching it a little bit, which I don't know if I like this. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely putting some pressure on the back. So hopefully I'm not scratching the back of this screen. Maybe I should put like something on the back of this so that it doesn't scratch at all. But so let's go ahead and attach this first. This is the phone holder, which it would basically go right here. And this is the arm that goes onto the back of it so that it stays secure. But I guess you could set the angle of how you would want the phone pointed at you. But yeah, I'm afraid to put this back on it because it scratched this piece, but I don't think, let me just check that it's not scratching the back of this screen. Let me just make sure it's not scratching the back of the infotainment screen. It doesn't look like it. It's almost like I should get a screen protector for the back of the infotainment screen as well. So yeah, let's put this together and see what it looks like and then mount my phone and then see what that feels like. So this is a wireless charger, but I bet that it doesn't work with MagSafe. I bet it's the old phone, and I bet it won't charge if I put the phone on it right now. So if you were to put this together, this is what it looks like. You got the cubby holder back here that attaches nice and soft. I wish they made this plastic piece this material so that I knew it wouldn't scratch it. You can switch these arms from this side to the other side if you wanted to, but this is the first holder right here, and then you would just carefully slide it on, and that's what it would look like. So from where it looks like right now, it is kind of minimalistic, and so this is kind of how tall it would look like if you were to be driving. And it's not blocking this screen at all. It is blocking a little bit of the highway in front of me, maybe like a couple inches, which I wish there was a way to kind of hide it a little bit more, maybe like down here, a couple inches down, because you're never really looking at the bottom of your screen. You're actually looking at the top or the middle part, but it is kind of distracting in the way. I almost want to put the phone over here and angle it toward me so that it would look better over here and wouldn't block as much. So here's the other phone dock. It's a lot simpler. It looks like it's only a handful of pieces, but this one clips onto the dash, and then this ball joint thing goes into the back right here, and then it slides into the top right here. So let's go ahead and assemble this. This one isn't as fancy as the electric one, of course, but it is more minimalistic if you're looking for kind of less clutter on your dash. That screws into there, and then what happens once this goes onto the dash, this slides into here, and then that's it. So let's go over here to the dash section. The good thing is it doesn't clip onto this wood piece here. It actually looks like it snaps into like there. Basically factory matched in terms of color to the vents right here. It doesn't block any of the vents as well. And then you would just tighten it depending on what angle you want your phone to be, and then you would just put your phone into there. The cool thing, it is spring loaded, which is nice. So it just snaps and hugs your phone right there, and then when you're done, you just slide it out and then it's good to go. Let's go ahead and test it with the Samsung. Samsung's a very big phone, so it looks like the Samsung doesn't fit with the case at, well, actually it kind of does with the case at the bottom, but it's same thing, it hugs it, and you can kind of see. So this is what it looks like when you're driving, and then the phone is to the left, which is a pretty nice minimalistic look as well. I mean, it's not necessarily blocking anything when you're driving on the road, which is nice. And then when you're done, you just slide it right out. So of course the Samsung is a much bigger phone than the iPhone. Put the iPhone in there, and you can see this is what the iPhone looks like when you are driving, and it is off to the side, which is nice. You can see both of these are kind of not necessarily in the way. I would say the top flight phone dock is more in the way than this Tamai phone dock. That's why I really like this one. It's more minimalistic. It doesn't require that much installation, and it's still left and out of the way. Okay, so after playing around with this phone dock a little bit more, I think I figured it out. So you basically put the phone in, and it's already going to try and close itself and charge immediately. But then when you're done, you go over to the side here. I don't know if you guys can see, and you tap this bar right there, and then automatically it's going to release itself. So you put it in, it closes, and then when you're done, you push that button and it opens itself. So this is actually a really fancy phone mount holder for your Tesla Model 3. It's actually really nice. So I'm just gonna leave both of them installed. I'm gonna drive around with both phones to see which one I like after a little bit. And then I'll end this video on my feedback on which one I like more. Currently, I like this one a little bit more because it's not plugged into anything. It's spring loaded. It's more minimalistic, out of the way of the center console. But maybe I'll like this one better. I think I'm still gonna lean to this one going to be on that side for my girlfriend to use, but we'll see. I'm gonna drive around for a little bit and then I'll end this video with my final feedback and words on which phone holder you should get. All right, so we're on the road right now. I'm going to go pick up some lunch. First, we'll put the bigger phone, or the bigger of the two phones, which is the Samsung. Not by much, I guess. They are actually pretty the same size. Big one in the left side here, which is a little bit more minimalistic mount. And I'm gonna put this bigger iPhone into the more kind of in-your-face mount. So we put both phones on maps to see which one is a little bit more distracting. So this is kind of what it looks like from my angle. Both phones, the Samsung on the left and then the iPhone 12 Pro Max on the right side. This is kind of my viewpoint. I'm putting the camera right on my eyes so you can see how much of the windshield that these two phones are blocking. You can see that the iPhone, even though it's the smaller of the two phones, is blocking the visibility a lot more than the phone onto the left side, which is a more minimalistic mount. So I'm going to drive to Chipotle and then I'll give my review on how this kind of looks like from my viewpoint and if it's distracting or not with these two mounts. Yeah, so right off the bat, this phone right here, the iPhone 12 Max and this mount blocks about an inch of the visibility from my viewpoint. I guess if you were someone that sits a little taller, then it would block a little less, but I do sit kind of probably mid. I don't think I put the chair that low, but it is blocking a little bit of the windshield and my visibility, so it could be a little bit distracting. But I mean, I guess the good part is if you're looking straight onto the roads and the cars and the people in front of you, your eyes don't divert necessarily too much. It just diverts here, whereas this phone on the left, it diverts a lot if you're looking down and to the left to see if you're looking at GPS or navigation or picking a song or something like that. But the one big pro about this mount versus this mount on the left is if I'm driving, my hands are hopefully, if you're driving, your hands are hopefully on the 9 and the 5. And this phone is just a lot easier to touch the screen if I needed to do something really quick. Whereas this mount is basically out of arm's reach. I don't know if you can see my arm right now. I cannot touch it in my natural sitting position for driving. I have to reach forward a little bit and then touch it. So it's really just the pros and cons. Like this one is a lot easier to see, a lot easier to reach, but it's just in your face. This one is a lot further, less out of the way, but it is further away if you want to touch it and a little bit further away if you wanted to look at it if you're driving. So yeah, after driving around with both of these for a little bit, I'm actually still undecided. At first I didn't like the one that was on the Tesla screen, but now I'm actually really digging it because it actually makes a lot of sense in how close it is to your hand that you can touch the screen on your iPhone. But this one to the left, I love how it's out of the way, it's minimalistic, it just does not get in the way of anything when you're driving. So I think I just might leave both of them installed and kind of switch this one from the left side to the right side. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts, and if you guys have one of these mounts, or I'm going to paste both of these in the description, so if you are interested in purchasing one of them, you can use one of the links and see the product and make a decision for yourself. But yeah, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end it, guys. Thanks for watching another video, guys. Please hit that like if you enjoyed it, and comment below on which one you think is better. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!